Hey guys, metal breakdown for a fourth album review in 4 days. Yes, I'm on fire, I know. I'm incredible. Just kidding. But yeah, today I'm going to review the new album by Stone Temple Pilots. The album is a self-titled, second self-titled by the band to celebrate the new era with the new singer Jeff Gott. Yeah, that's probably why they named it that way. I don't know, I didn't read that anywhere, but I assume that's the reason. It could be a pretty good reason, and we'll see. I saw a few critics online. Some says it was excellent, others said that it was really bad. So where do I stand? If you saw my reactions, you know that I liked the singles a lot, at least the first three, because I didn't listen to Never Enough before I listened to the full album. So we'll see, is this album good or fucking bad? We'll find out in a few seconds. So let's fucking do this, guys. For the review, the album review of the new album by Stone Temple Pilots. So I'll say it right away, I fucking love that album, really. I was really surprised because after Scott Weiland left the band, Stone Temple Pilots were with Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, who died last summer unfortunately, but they were with them for a few years, I would say, but they only released an EP with him. And even though I think that Chester is a really great singer, he was not fitting well with Stone Temple Pilots, just not like a voice for that band, I would say. I'm sure some people will disagree, but I know that in general people tend to agree with me on that. So yeah, now the question was, is Jeff Gott going to fit with Stone Temple Pilots? And the answer is yes. He's like the best match ever, and I'm so happy that they picked him as a singer. I cannot wait to see him at Rock on the Range, to see this guy perform live with Stone Temple Pilots. I'm sure it will be an incredible experience to witness. But now let's go with the top 5. So I picked my 5 favorite songs on the album. It was really hard because the album has 12 songs, and each of them are great. There's not even a bad song on that album. At first I wanted to say, there's maybe one song that I like a bit less, and I was going to name Good Shoes, but right before doing this review I listened to it just to be sure, and it's great. So I cannot even say that this one is not as good, because it's not true. It's fucking great, just like the rest of the album. But I'll go with some honorable mention just before I start with this top 5. So I would say Guilty, Touch It Be Mine, Never Enough, and Finest Hour. That didn't make my top 5, but they were really close. But like I said, each songs are great. I could have named them all in my honorable mentions. So yeah, it was really hard to make that top 5. But in the 5th position, I went with Middle of Nowhere. This song reminds me a bit of the opener of the first Stone Temple Pilots self-titled, called Between the Lines, which is a really great song also. It has the same kind of vibe and energy. It's great to start to record with that song, because right away you'll not get bored while listening to it. The solo is super good, and Dean is truly shining in that one. It could have been a bit longer, but it passes by really fast. But at the same time, it's okay, because the entire song has that really fast pace. So to have a really long solo would have probably slowed down the pace, and the song wouldn't have the same effect on us. So it's great the way it is. In the fourth position, I went with The Art of Letting Go. It was really hard to put Touch It Be Mine out of my top 5, but it was kind of a battle between these two soft songs. But they are both absolutely beautiful, but I'm putting The Art of Letting Go in my top 5 mainly because in terms of lyrics, it's way more complex and it's really telling a story better than what we hear in Touchy Be Mine, because Touchy Be Mine is a bit more repetitive. This song deserves its place in my top 5 so much. It should even be higher, I would say, but the other 3 songs are even better, so it's sad, but yeah, you have to make choices in life. I'm still blown away each time I'm listening to it, just like the first time when I did my reaction. I'll put it at the end of this video, by the way, so if you haven't watched that and you want to see my reaction, it will be there just for you. Now, entering the top 3, in the 3rd position I went with Meadow. That was the first time that we heard Jeff God performing with Stone Temple Pilots, and I was already convinced on the first listen that he would be a good fit. My only worry was to know if he could do that good throughout the entire album, because he had really big shoes to fill. Scott Weiland and Chester Bennington are so fucking great, so yeah, it was big shoes to fill, like I said. And I'm really happy to say that he achieved that goal really fucking well. It's a really good song and a really catchy one. I'm really happy they picked it as the first single. I also heard it a couple of times on radio, so it's a proof that Stone Temple Pilots is still alive and well, and that people want to hear them. So yeah, keep asking for Stone Temple Pilots, guys. In the 2nd position, I went with 6-8. The song kick off with an amazing riff. After that, it's a bit more mellow, but still pretty good. The song reaches its highest peak with the chorus. It sounds so much like old Stone Temple Pilots with Scott Weiland, and it proved once more that Jeff Gott is the perfect match for this band. Just like what Alice in Chains did with William Duvall. Yeah, it's not fucking lame, but he's replacing him so well, and he's doing such a great job. And still, really, Alice in Chains is still releasing fucking great album. The 2 that they did with William are like as good as the 3 album with Lane. I would say I love them that much now. So yeah, and I'm sure that Stone Temple Pilots can do the same thing now with Jeff. So I truly hope that they won't wait like 6 years before doing another album. Would be cool if we could have that in 2 or 3 years, because yeah, they can do something great with Jeff and not only be like a nostalgia band, pretty much like Guns N' Roses is doing right now, reuniting with Slash and Duff, but only doing old stuff. I think they're doing a new album right now, but they're waiting way too much. They should have released it like before kicking the Not in This Lifetime tour. Other than that, people are only there for the good old days, and that kind of sucks. On that track 6-8, Eric also sounds so huge on the drum at the end of the song, and it was truly insane. And now my favorite song on the new album, I picked Roll Me Under. Before listening to the album in full, it was like my least favorite out of the 3 singles I've heard, but while listening to the album in full, it was like a revelation. It's such a huge song, and for me the biggest song on the new album. It has like a huge build up until you reach the critical point with the chorus and everything. It's really like my brain, because that chorus is wonderful. The guitar sounds massive, the bass is awesome, vocals are out of this world, and with the drum it makes it perfect. I also add that classic Stone Temple Pilots vibe here again, which make it even better. So that's my thoughts on the new album by Stone Temple Pilots. So like you can see, I really enjoyed it. I would like to know what you guys think of this brand new album. If you hate it, that's completely fine with me. Just tell me why, and yeah, it will lead to some really cool discussion, especially if we disagree. But if we agree, that's really cool. So yeah, just tell me in the comment section. Also, make sure to subscribe if you're new here. I'll put the 3 reactions I did for the first 3 singles in a few seconds. You'll be able to click on them right away and see them if you want. So thanks for watching again, take care, and I'll see you all in the next video.